So I'm going to use this opportunity to explain some of the major speed tech. So in this game, the majority of the time when they're moving around, you're going to be seeing them do something called ABH. That stands for Accelerated Backhopping. Accelerated backhopping is a result of Valve attempting to fix bunny hopping, which I'm just going to take as an assumption that people know what that is. It's a method of jumping to build up speed. We'll just say that much. So by repeatedly jumping and moving backwards, you just build up more speed. That just happens because while trying to fix bunny hopping, Valve made it so that when you reach over a speed cap, you get given negative velocity. Negative velocity kind of breaks when you go backwards in that it makes you go faster because you're going backwards. So you can see them using that pretty much straight away here. Yep. Okay, Calamity's a bit further back. Yeah, you'll see them just jumping backwards and building up a lot more speed than they're supposed to have. There's also 4-rad variants of this, but they're less prevalent, especially in Portal. But you will see them a bit later on. And you do the forward variants by holding down keys. It's not too important. Anyway, 01. So this is a chamber where they're going to use a BSG, a button save glitch. So by walking off a button and save loading a bunch, you can get a radio to actually push yourself off the button. And if you're save loading on the frame where the radio does push you off the button, then the button stays down. Remil went for it, did not actually land it. And so both players are going to be just dropping the cube on the button later on.
Please move quickly
Yeah.
to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the
Uh,
button are not part of this
did
test.
Remil not make a save? That's a big oof. He's stuck in the room with the cube until the portal comes back around. And he's going to wait again to get back actually out and into the elevator. That gives Calamity a big time to catch, or, to take the lead. This run's timed using in-game times. You'll see whenever they load onto the next map, whenever Vermal comes across, his time will pause for a little bit while it's loading. That's just to make it so that differences between hardware don't make as much of an impact, especially when you've got glitches like BSG, where you have to save load a lot. And, if you got a slow computer, then that could just make it a lot worse for you, which really isn't fair. So, in-game timing is what's used. Now, Calamity is going to be doing the first save glitch of the run. So a save glitch is where you go onto the edge of a portal and save and load. This essentially disconnects disconnects where your camera and where your body are. So where your camera is completely different to where your portals are shot out from and where your hitbox is calculated from. So you'll be walking around somewhere completely different to where it looks like you're walking around. It's a little bit hard to wrap your head around, but that's why you see them just shooting portals all over the place, and it looks like they're not hitting anything. And you'll see them using the fact that it disconnects your hitbox here in this next one, in that they can literally just save glitch, and then walk through a door. Oh, that sucks for Calamity. He tried to jump across the gap there, but he got caught in the fizzler just too late, so that way it just stuck him out of bounds. And, yeah, so I should explain that in bounds, I mentioned that there was a hypothetical body that the game disconnects from your camera. That is allowed to go out of bounds, because it doesn't really exist, and it sort of exists, but it doesn't. So that's allowed to go out of bounds, but your portals and your camera are not allowed to go out of bounds. So if you see out of bounds, then you're out of bounds. And if you shoot a portal out of bounds, then that's still out of bounds. Anyway. Next few chambers are going to be more movement-based. You'll just see them doing neat tricks to preserve momentum and get across gaps. Or just bunny hop across things into neat ways. Like this way, they can just jump into the exit here. You'll see them using them more. complicated preservation of
Tracking
momentum
devices are required on all
on Remel's
mobile
end now,
equipment. However, alarms and flashing
where they
hazard
just jump through a
lights
portal
have been
and make it
found
across
to
the end
agitate the
with a
high
fling.
energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Please note that we have added a consequence for
Just don't worry
theft.
about it, it's
Any
inbounds,
contact
alright?
with the shaded floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Save glitch is very confusing.
Very
It's
impressive. Please note that
easily
any
the biggest
appearance
glitch
of
in
danger
Portal.
is merely a device to enhance
They
your
left,
testing.
I know. So yeah, the other Wilbur is now in
The
Twitch
Amusement
chat.
Center
That's
regrets
Wilbur's
to
world.
inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Yeah, so '09, most doors, they added a hitbox under the door so you couldn't shoot portals under it. They kind of just forgot to do that for 9, so you can just shoot a pit. You can just shoot a portal under it and just go through. Oh.
Hello again. To reiterate, spectacular. You appear
Ooh,
to
Remmel went for
understand
door
how
launch,
a
nearly
portal
actually got
affects
it.
forward
Got caught on the
momentum.
radio there.
To be more precise, how it does not.
It's too awkward for the category name. Nah, it's totally inbounds. It's just using the hypothetical body explanation. It makes it sort of seem like is out of bounds.
The device has been modified so that
You
it
just gotta
can
remember that that
automatically
body
choose
doesn't
which
actually
forward
exist.
performance. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of
Yeah,
every
so
youngin.
you'll just see them doing a whole bunch of stuff that looks very weird, and that's just save glitch being save glitch. There's not really an easy way to explain it. All the shots just sort of go into places to get them as close to the elevator or in the elevator room, ideally.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out.
Looks like
An
Calamity's made a bit of a
incubation
mistake. Ooh,
associate will be
he's able to
dispatched to
recover it
revive
just.
you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
Yeah, so a lot of
As
the
part
save
of
glitch
a
shots are really precise. So you'll see like them, just trying to land the shots as close
all
to
subjects
lineups that they've
attending
got
to
on
handle
walls
high energy gamma leaking portal
as quickly as they
technology
can, but it's
must be
very, very hard to
informed
do.
that they
It's
may
very
be
easy to make
informed of
mistakes.
applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance
Rummel's taking a
information is
pretty decent
required for
sized lead here. Ooh, hello, Calamity. I've never seen a setup
the
like that
Amusement
before.
Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake
Yeah,
and brief counseling will
it's
be
kind of close.
available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Yeah, not really much to talk about. Rebel's going for a bit of a weird strat there, and then like he almost half did Legacy there at the end. A Legacy, I should explain, is a category similar to Inbounds, but where
Due
you
to
are not
mandatory
allowed to use
scheduled
save glitch.
maintenance, the
Oh,
appropriate
in
chamber for
fact, you get
this
to see
testing
the full
sequence
Legacy
is
strats from
currently
Calamity right now.
unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed
Yeah,
formulated for
so
androids.
Remel's attempting to get a portal under the elevator,
For the inconvenience and
so
wishes
that we
you
can
the
bring a
best.
turret onto 17. If you guys remember
Well
17
done.
from the from Portal, it's the map where you have the
Well
companion
done,
cube.
android. The
And if you remember
amusement
the end of that
center
map, you
once
have to
again
incinerate the
reminds
companion
you
cube.
that
So you might be
android
thinking,
hell
well,
is
surely to
only a
get to the
place
end,
where
he's
you
got to
will be
incinerate the companion
sent
cube
at the
still.
first sign of defiance.
Sorry, I should have explained that
Well done,
that turret
android.
acts like a
The
cube.
amusement center once again
And the
reminds
thing
you
about that
that
companion
android
cube
hell is only a
incineration is
place
that you
where
can just
you will.
incinerate any cube. And since the turret is a cube, for all intents and purposes, you can just incinerate a turret, and the game thinks that you've incinerated the companion cube. You can just go to the end. Calamity, you're going to see for
The title
comparison, is not going to be going for
apparatus will
this.
deliver a weighted companion cube in
Yeah, so you'll
three,
see he's got a portal under
two,
the elevator, and he
one.
just gets the turret out.
You did it.
He also jumped through a bit
Weighted
of glass there, just
companion
don't worry about
cube
that, that's a
certainly
save
brought
glitch.
you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test, and unfortunately, you euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
Yeah, so, let alone having to wait for the companion cube, you've also got to
The
not be save
experiment
glitched
is
coming into this
nearing
map,
its conclusion.
which means you got to
The
do all this movement around here,
Enrichment Center
ABHing
is
through the
required to
hallways.
remind you that you will be baked,
Oh,
and
that's
then they will
interesting.
beat
Remel's
you.
actually going for the non-blind 18 SG, which is significantly slower and also, in my opinion, significantly harder.
Well done. Be advised that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center electrical safety seminar.
I'm gonna have to agree that like Portal 1 Oob is less dumb than Portal 2 Oob, but like Portal 1 Oob's pretty dumb. I think that Oob in
Welcome to
most
the
games is
final
pretty dumb.
test. When you are done,
I
you
don't
will
even know
mark
how
your
to SG.
device in the
So
equipment
I'll actually explain
repository
this.
headings.
The version of Portal that
Enrichment
both
Center
players are running on
ventilation
is
requires all
not the
cans
version
to
from
be
Steam.
emptied before any game.
It's the pre-Steam Pack version. That's so they play on Source Unpack, which is an old version that allows you to do some different tricks, and tricks work in a slightly different way. Now you might see Gremlin, it looks like he's just teleporting across the map. That's him using a trick called lag, that's large angle glitch. So when you fling into this large angle, the game kind of gets you stuck in it and then flings you out the other side really quickly. Just don't worry about it. It acts like a wrong warp. Just pretend it's a wrong warp, okay? For all intents and purposes, it is. Like, really. It just teleports you. Let's just say that. It's a big fling. Alright, Remil is heading on to the last safe glitch of the runs. This is Year 1, Escape 1. Second last map of the game, and yeah, the last safe
You're
glitch.
not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here.
Calamity is a bit behind,
Can you
he's
hear
two maps
me?
behind, so he's on 19. After 19, there's Escape 00, and then Escape 1. Alright, Reynolds on the final map. Final map is Escape 2. This is the map. So to begin with, he's going to do something called acute angle glitch. It's very similar to large angle glitch, which is a bit of a wrong warp, but it's done on a small angle instead of a big angle. Then he does the second one here, get himself inside the GLaDOS fight room. And he brings a turret
You
with him,
found me.
and gets the turret to
Congratulations.
shoot GLaDOS a bunch.
Experiment
Um,
behavior is
that
the
allows
only
him to
thing
just
that
skip the
happens
rocket
to
turret
break
because the
supply.
turret does the
As
damage
my fault.
anyway.
Maybe you could settle for that, and
Because
we'll
they
just
didn't
call it
expect
a
you to be able
day.
to shoot GLaDOS with the
Guess they
turret, I
don't know
assume,
that
so
isn't going to
they just made
happen.
it so you
We
needed to
chose
give him
this
X
path.
amount of
I
damage,
have a
or give her
surprise
X amount
for
of
you.
damage, and,
Deploying surprise.
oh, you can do that with the turret pretty easily. And that's a 1306 from Remel. Calamity is doing legacy strips? I was busy trying to explain Remel. This is interesting. Alright. Moving on to Escape O for Calamity.
Welcome to test chamber 4.
Escape O is
You're
one of the
doing
maps that's
quite
more
well.
based around movement and quick portal shots as opposed to save glitches. Or any sort of speed tech in that regard. Like it's mainly just movement speed tech and the just being quick. There is actually a save glitch for it that was found pretty recently that's a bit faster. But most players don't do it yet. It'll probably be something that catches on later on, you know. New players will probably learn it and such. If I'm not mistaken, SG works in some respects on the Steam version of Portal, but it's a lot easier and works a lot better on Source Unpack. Um, if you want to download Source Unpack, it should just be you should just be able to Google it. Other than that, it's linked on the portal on the speedrun.com page of Portal 1 if you go to the resources tab. Um, yeah, those are probably the two easiest ways to find it. If anybody's interested in Portal 1, by the way, join the speedrun Discord. It's linked on the speedrun.com page on the resources tab. As I said, the basically anything you need to run the game is linked there. It's a very easy game to pick up because there's a big guide that's been compiled that just has all the strats in it. It's very helpful for new runners. Do, do some ASMR. All right, homies, you got me. Let me just position myself. Hi gamers, welcome to the ASMR Portal commentary. Calamity's landed in the vent, and he's going for that dumb shot that never lands. He gets it pretty quickly though, coming on to escape O2. Calamity's probably not going to be going for the acute ankle glitches that Remil went for. No, wait, he is. Oh, damn. So, acute ankle glitches are incredibly precise. You not only have to shoot a portal very quickly after going through, you also have to uncrouch at a very specific time after shooting that portal. But Calamity's landed the first one very quickly, and he's landed the second one as well. He brings the turret in, and that's interesting. I've never seen this method before. So he's performed a quantum crouch, which is a glitch you can get by crouching and then uncrouching during, or crouching, uncrouching, then crouching again during a standing animation. And that sort of disjoints, it messes up the game, and it sort of just gets you halfway between standing and crouching. And because of this, the turret doesn't know where to shoot, so it shoots above your actual hitbox. So it allows him to kill GLaDOS without taking any damage. That's a 1736 from Calamity. And it's 4:30 a.m. in Australia at the moment. Make Portal tutorial ASMR. I've been talking about for a while making a Portal 2 tutorial, so if I do that, I will make it ASMR. But there's already an Ernst 5-year-old tutorial. Yeah, so for those who aren't aware, Portal 2 has not had a tutorial since one that was made years and years and years ago. by a player called Xenonicus, who no longer runs the game, but had the world record for a very, very long time. Um, yeah. And there are a lot of, new strats since the trail came out. It's sort of a bit of a meme at this point. But if you're looking at learning Portal 1, that's not an issue. Z's has a tutorial that's pretty good for most things, and there are a few strats that aren't in there you can find very easily outside.
Welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the
If I were to
relaxation
do a
hall
Portal 2
today
tutorial, I'd
has
probably do it
proved
similar to
the
Z's, because I think that's a
specimen
very good
process,
tutorial.
and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we
Like in
start,
the
however,
individual
keep in
chambers,
mind
yeah,
that
and
although fun
individual
and
strats.
learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center
It just makes it
activities,
so much easier to update
serious
if I did it like
deterrence
that.
may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from.
But, it's not as if that's guaranteed to
The
be a thing.
portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Anyway, players are off. We see Calamity landing better ADHs off the beginning, putting him in the lead.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each
So it
test.
actually might be about
First, however,
even.
note the incandescent
Because I think
particles
Calamity
hidden across
started
the
a
exit.
tiny bit up.
This
No?
aperture science material
I think it's a tiny
emancipation
bit ahead. I don't
frame
know. It's
will
really hard to
vaporize
tell.
any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the aperture science weighted storage cube.
Anyway, Ramel is going to be going for the button save glitch again. Hopefully he can land it this time. So yeah, once again, this is just caused by save loading basically as you get pushed off the
Please
button by the
place the
radio,
weighted storage
and that
cube
just
on the
gets the button
1500
stuck down.
megawatt aperture science
Fortunately, it doesn't
weighted
land it, but you gotta remember that it
superconducting
doesn't lose any
superbuffer.
time to go for, because the actual
Perfect.
save loading isn't timed,
Please
because
move
it's
quickly
timed
to
in
the
game
chamber
time.
lock as the
That is, no
effects of
loads.
prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
The beginning of Portal has a bit of waiting around. There's just a few bits where you gotta wait for doors or
You're
elevators or
doing
whatever.
very well. Please be advised that a noticeable
But,
taste of blood is not part of any test
yeah, I don't know. It's
protocol,
actually
but is
really
an
sort of
unintended
refreshing when
side
you're running it,
effect
just to be
of
able to,
the
like,
aperture science material
so
emancipation
for the
frame,
first, like,
which
minute wait of
may
the game, there's a
simulate
save that you can
basic
use to skip that
emancipate
because there's no
dental links,
inputs.
crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
So for the majority of time while you're just grinding out runs, there's a save use. So, that waiting's
Very
gone.
good.
And then just having the little bit of waiting in the elevators
Knowing
is really
possession
nice,
of
because
the
that means that,
aperture science handheld
you can just grab a
portal
drink,
device.
or, if you're
Having
streaming, you can look
possession
at
of the
chat.
aperture science
You
handheld
can just,
portal
this is
device.
it's just really
With it,
nice as
you
a
can
speed game.
create your own portals.
The other really
Simply
good thing about Portal as a
dimensional
speed
data.
game is that it is only
Well
that,
then, remember, the aperture science bring your daughter to work day
usually,
is the perfect
even
time
if
to
you're
have her
quite bad at
tested.
it, like sub 20 minute run. For your first runs, it'll probably be a bit over that, but you'll probably get it pretty quickly down to that sort of time frame.
Welcome to
And because
Test
of that,
Chamber
like,
4. You're doing quite well.
it's just really easy to do. You've only got like that little bit of time. There's a lot of speed games that you can't play. But Portal you can just fit in just because it is that 20-minute, really easy. Yeah, it's just really easy to fit runs in. I don't know.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would
Yeah,
not
so right
launch
now
to
it
this
looks like both
chamber
players are
was an
very, very
outright
even.
fabrication.
Um,
Good job.
you gotta remember
As
about the
part of
separation
the
between real
required
time and
test
in-game time.
protocol, we will
In
start
reality, Rebel's probably about
enhancing
10
the
seconds
truth
ahead.
in 3, 2.
Hello, Vug. How you doing? So that's interesting. Calamity actually decides to
As
shoot the portal
safety is one
before
of
he goes into the
Enrichment
chamber.
Center goals,
I
the
think that's
aperture
probably like at
science
least
high
a
energy
second
pellet
slower.
seen to the
Because,
left of the chamber can and has
And the way
for
O6 works is that there's a trigger
such as
that you can hit
vaporization.
that triggers the
Please
portal
be
to open,
careful.
but it doesn't trigger it to open immediately. It triggers to open like after a second. That's not like straight out of the elevator or in the elevator or whatever. The trigger's like,
Equipment. However,
pretty far down the
long-term
chamber.
crashing hazard
So
lights
doing
then
the
allow
ABH
you
that
to
Remel did and
activate
shooting
a
the portal later
high-energy pellet and have
saves a
therefore
bit of
been
time because you're
disabled for
waiting
the
less for
same date.
that orange portal to open.
Please note that we have added a consequence for
Ooh, I
failure. Any
think Remel was
contact with the
actually
chamber floor will
nah,
result in
surely
an
not.
unsatisfactory mark on
It
your
looked like he
official
was sort of going
testing
for ABH
record,
over Goo,
followed by death.
which is a very,
Good
very
luck.
hard strat that I would not
Very
expect to see
impressive.
from either of
Please
these
note that
players,
any
judging from where their
appearance of
PB
danger
is.
is merely a device to enhance your testing experience. The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
So, it's really interesting seeing a lot of the stress that Calamity's going for, because he's got this real mix of what?
Hello
He's
again.
safe
To
glitching?
reiterate,
What?
spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal
That's
affects forward momentum, or to be more
I've,
precise,
I've never seen a strat like this before. I, I'm not sure, Vogue. So Calamity's just done a save, just in the previous map did a save glitch, and then walked through the door, which
device
is
has been
fine.
modified so that it cannot
Slow,
manufacture two linked portals at once.
but
As part of an
yeah,
optional
cube preserve, okay.
test protocol, we are pleased to
That's
present an
interesting, sure.
amusing fact
I mean,
that
congrats to
invoices are
Calamity
more
for
valuable than the
preserving a
earnings
cube,
and
sort
combined
of, not
incomes
really.
of everyone in. Subject phone call. Yeah.
Interesting. What is... He did 11-12 save glitch, but now he's doing Legacy.
Now that you are in control of
What
both
is...
portals, this next test could take
I'm
a
very
very,
confused. I think Calamity might
very
have
long
given
time.
up.
If you become
I
lightheaded
think he's
from
just messing
thirst,
around at this
feel free
point.
to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with
Yeah, sorry, I
peptic
meant
salve and
glitchless strats.
adrenaline. As part of a previously
I'm not
mentioned
sure.
required,
Yeah, he's just given up. He's...
all subjects intending to handle
I...
high-energy gamma leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be
He wasn't that far
incorrigible
behind, though.
regulatory compliance issues.
Like,
No further compliance information
he
is
really wasn't that
required
far
before being
behind.
provided.
Wait, what?
The
Did he just...
Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and
This isn't...
counseling
Is
will
it?
be available
Oh,
at the
damn.
conclusion
Okay.
of the test. Thank you
Uh,
for helping us help
what
you
the...
help us all.
I... This is what VAG's vertical angle glitch, right? I did not know that that was a thing that could happen consistently. Is that... Is that consistently? Is that actually consistent? I mean, that's a really cool
Use a
strat,
mandatory scheduled
but
maintenance.
it was
The
not fast.
appropriate chamber for this testing
It's
sequence
consistent but also
is
slow.
currently
Yeah, okay.
unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed
That
for
was really
immediate
cool though, I'm not gonna
recovery.
lie.
The Enrichment Center
Props to
apologizes
Calamity
for
for the
the
swag strats,
inconvenience
you know?
and wishes
Real
you the
talk.
best of luck.
Swag
Well
more
done,
important than
Android.
speed.
The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is Enrichment Center once again.
Remel's still doing good.
Center once again
He's still
reminds
just
you
playing the
that
game.
Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance. vital apparatus and will deliver a weighted companion and will deliver a weighted companion and will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1. You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test, and unfortunately, you euthanized your faithful companion cube
Yeah,
more
this is
quickly than any test subject on record.
Remil is such a
Congratulations.
weird mix of sorry, Calamity is such a weird mix of strats. Like, and I know that at the moment he's messing around a lot, but even in the first race where it seemed like he was playing serious because that
The
was a PB for him,
experiment is nearing
it's
its
such a weird
conclusion.
mix. Like, there are a bunch of strats that
The
I really
Enrichment
expected him
Center
to go
is
for.
required to remind you
Then other
that there
times he
will
just
be
went
cake,
for acute
and then
ankle
there will be
glitches.
cake.
I don't know, it's really peculiar.
Well done. Be advised that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
Alright, well,
Welcome to the final test.
Hermel's up to 19.
When you are done,
So you also get to
drop
see
the
the
handle.
first
The equipment recovery
large
ends.
angle glitch that I didn't
Enrichment
really talk about.
regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
Yeah? Okay. Just gonna fix that portal up real quick. Yeah, I didn't think that that was the issue. I've never had an issue with the orange portal there. But, it gets to work eventually. And I don't really think that there's much of a chance of Rema losing this run. At this point, this is such a big lead. I mean, maybe if he keeps on messing up double hack. Yeah, so this is a very hard strat, by the way. It's very precise about your lineups, your portals, where you go through, what buttons you press, the angle you come out, you know. It's really hard to do consistent. Oh, Calamity's going for another one, is he? Rimmel probably could have save loaded up there. So you can save load and the game will push you up sometimes. I think that was a situation where it would have worked for Rimmel. Oh, wow, it worked for Calamity. That's, you know, that's just such a cool strat. I don't even care that it's slow. That's such a cool strat. Props to Calamity for showing that off in a run like this.
You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me?
Oh my god, is this another one? Oh my god. Calamity just going ham.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Violent behavior. The only thing you've managed to break so far.
Ramel, right on the end of the run.
Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both.
I also didn't explain the Claw
Owing to
Force scope that's coming up.
you chose this path.
So he's gonna put a
Now
portal
surprise
in the incinerator, so that way he can just end the game a tiny little bit faster. And have to, you know, just not wait for the course to drop at the bottom to the bottom of the incinerator. Damn, Calamity decided to give it up for that one. landed the free portal there, but didn't get the shot off. That's a shame.
Welcome to test chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
Yeah, let me just As a GG to Remil. He's won both matches. It's a 2-0. But to be fair, Calamity had the swag of the VAG.
Hello.
Hey, Remil.
Yes.
Have you been watching the stream by any chance?
I'm looking at it now, but I haven't looked at it while it went.
Okay, sorry. Calamity is gone for a couple of VAGs, vertical ankle glitches, dude.
Oh!
So, I don't know, it's been an interesting race to watch. He didn't do them in the first one, but this second one he's been going for them.
That's pretty cool. I see he's doing some weird stuff now.
Yeah, I think he's setting up for one.
Oh, yeah, I'm behind you, I think, because I'm watching the stream.
Yeah.
I've been really consistent this tournament. I got 13-0x, 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 and then at 13-15 now.
Yeah, I was watching you. You were just playing well, man. Like
Almost the same time all the time.
That was consistent, solid play, man. I'm not gonna. I think like I don't know. I
Yeah,
played well from most of my games in the tournament so far, but I don't know. It's really hard to play consistent in the tournament. Just like there's like a lot more pressure, at least for me. I struggle
yeah.
with it.
I get really nervous, so.
Yeah.
I see he's
Like,
doing the vertical angle glitch now.
yeah. I think his first run PB'd as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been a good race for Calamity. It shows off the swag, lands a PB.
PB plus swag, that's pretty good.
I was like, I don't want to just learn one of these and just do it in a PP for the swag. remove my old time to get like a 20-minute time. Just have this.
Hmm.
I don't even understand how this works.
I think you have to get like to very, very, very specific spot when you go through the portal.
Yeah, I saw people talking about it in the
Super
Discord.
specific.
I saw a lot of people talking about it in the Discord, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. Because, I saw them saying that it wasn't RTA viable in any way,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I hope he gets it.
The first one he went for, I was just so confused. I honestly would have had no idea what was happening if I didn't have chat helping me. What's he doing? I think he's given up. That's a shame. Sorry for the spoilers.
Yeah, I got spoiled.
Just consistent faster inbounds would be so boring. You reckon? I think it would be really fun if this was like consistent and only in like 2 places. Because, like, you know, you're only cutting down save glitches anyway. They're not that fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think, like, a variety of speed tech's very cool in a run.
Yes, definitely.
I would love for this, there to be just, like, one place in the run where this was found to be, like, helpful and fast and consistent. But,
The consistent is the key word.
yeah, with how precise that looks. Yeah. I was really surprised, I don't know, Calamity just, he's got a real mix of strats, man. Any strats you're planning to learn, by the way? Because, like, I noticed you had, I don't know,
What?
a few strats. Any strats you're planning to learn recent, or, you know, anytime?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't learned any strats in a long time. Maybe like the new 11-12 save glitch.
Yeah.
Probably. I'll probably learn that one.
Yeah, no. I would say that you should go for that one. Like, it was slower for me for, like, less than a week, like 2 days. And then I got consistent, I got faster at it. So, I don't know. It's a weird strat, but it's very fun. Probably one of my favorite save glitches at this point.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just watching it run, I was just like, you know, there are a few old strats.
I like the save glitches where you like in 15, you know, when you are gone through behind the portal and you move the other portal that you're not save glitched on,
Yeah.
so that you teleport but you see it all.
Yeah,
For me,
the other
that's
one,
like the fun save glitches.
yeah,
Where you're
there are a
not
few
just
other-
standing and shooting through walls, but you're actually like moving yourself.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, the other one that I was thinking of when I was saying that was the 18, because I noticed that you did the non-blind, the old method.
I think I got gold in my EO2. Last one,
Oh.
I was really fast.
Yeah, it did seem fast. I was really hard to tell from watching, to be honest, like how fast something is. Like when you're playing, you get like a better feel for it. Especially when you're commentating, because you got to watch the 2 runs. You got to like,
Yeah.
and you got to watch for the VAGs to have the dude, you know.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't think VAGs have been used in task runs.
No. Not yet.
Hopefully, I think it would be cool to see them in test runs. I think that would like be.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
That's right. Calamity, he goes for the cute angle glitches as well, which I found quite surprising. He's got such a mix. There's like 15 legacy with the cute angle glitches on EO2. He lands both the cute angle glitches first try, but this is the turret, man.
He has problem with the pillar from the ceiling. Oh, also, okay, I'm behind, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But I remember always when you get into the Gladys room to the portal as close to the door as possible, so you don't have trouble bouncing the turret into the pillar like he did.
Exact thing.
And then he's doing like
the
quantum crouch. It's really cool.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Sorry. You know, like I actually have lost PPs to that turret being awful.
Yes. I feel like that's even worse in 16, 17. The turrets. Oh my god, they can be so uncooperative.
Oh, I've only just learned that. Oh my god, I almost regret that. Like I learned, yeah, I learned it like a week ago, and I've just been practicing it. It's just, it's, it's just getting the turret out from 17. I've lost like
Yes.
30 seconds on it.
Yeah, you can easily do that.
Yeah, because I see like a time run, and I'm like, oh man, they're so fast. It must be so easy to just get the turret, and it's just not. Anyway, Calamity comes in with a 2253. With the swag stress though, gotta pay attention to that. Does he have the
Yes.
to this? Sorry, I'm just... Well. Better cut the invite.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Nice swag strats.
Yeah,
Must be.
You know, that was
the last
so
one failed,
easy.
unfortunately.
I was so confused on 11-12, dude. I was like, what?
Dude, I came up with that route. I managed to route that today, like an hour before the stream.
Oh my god. Oh.
I need to watch that back now. See what the hype is about.
I did a VAG from 11 to 12. And then on 17. And on 18.
Honestly, like, big.
I wanted to do one on 19, but it failed.
Yeah, that was the only thing I saw. It's pretty cool.
What is with your strats, by the way, man? You just go for such a mix.
Well, I'm not gonna win anyway, so might as well.
Like, I just watch you run and I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, fair enough. You're going for a lot of really easy strats. So you get onto escape 2 and then you just do acute angle glitches.
Yeah, it's just I haven't learned a lot of the strats yet. But AAG, I have learned.
Did you run Legacy first, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh my god. Okay, well, congrats to runners. Good job on.
I got a PB anyway.
Yeah.
GG.
Huh?
GG and all that.
Well, follow the runners on Twitch. There. Follow me on Twitch, especially. There. Come say hi in the Portal Discord if you're at all interested in running this game and you don't do it already. They're very welcoming. There's a ton of really fun tutorials or really easy tutorials to follow along.
And VAG.
His bag, yeah. Alright. Thanks everybody for watching.